6. Hi. My voice is a little low. I haven't really been talking much. Okay, so how are you tonight? It's late. Well, it's not really that late. It's like 10. But it's late for me, right? I don't know. I think I'm starting to feel a little sleepy. And my voice is a little tired, so either way. This is, why are you seeing 1111? Someone threw it in at the end of the chat there. I couldn't go back to look for your name. But I remembered the question, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty general question. I think they were, I can't remember their name, but they were asking about private reads. So this doesn't have to be a private read. A lot of people do this one. So, why are you seeing 1111? Right? Don't know. Wait, something up. A lot of people encounter this 1111. And it's funny that this request comes in because I had an issue today at 11:11. Vision. Okay, so something about visions. Hold on, I'm coming. Excuse me. My voice needs to warm up. Okay. So, the break is done. Okay. Better. At least for me. I don't know. I think it's the same thing for every time I do it on the camera. Okay. So, for why are you seeing 1111? We have the siren, the shaman, and the self. Okay. So, go ahead and pick your pick. It's going to take about 15 minutes per shuffle. And 15 minutes for me per pile. Not per shuffle, sorry. 15 minutes to shuffle and 15 minutes per pile. Yes, we'll see you there. Goodness. Wasn't expecting my voice to be so dull. Okay. That just means I didn't smoke enough. I don't even think I smoked this time. I don't know. I don't remember last time I smoked. I didn't smoke. Either way, I have to clear my throat. Yes, the song played in my head. Alright, for those of you that know the song. Quiet night. Is it Friday? It's Friday. It feels like a fucking Monday. I feel like I went to work and I gotta work tomorrow. I know it feels like a Sunday. I keep feeling like I gotta work tomorrow. I don't gotta work tomorrow. Why do I feel like I gotta work tomorrow? God, I don't gotta work tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not feeling like leaving the house at all. I'm really enjoying being home. Okay. Courage. Maybe. Yes. Mr. Butters, I think that's Mr. Butters. Mr. Butters, is that you? No, it actually is Mr. Butters. No, upstairs, no, but here, yes. I heard a noise in the kitchen. Butters has a last name, and it's Worth. He is Mr. Butters Worth. Why? Because when I first got him, well, not got him, but when he first, I don't know, started invading my home, okay, he would go, I don't know, he'd eat the butter. He would go for my butter, so I started having to put it away in a Tupperware, covering it, because the cat actually would go after the butter, and I just started calling him Butters. Mr. Butters, though, because Butters seemed so silly. He looked offended, dare I say, when I called him Butters. He was like, "Do not call me Butters." He's like, I am serious. And I'm like, "You don't look too serious." Okay, he's like, "No, listen, I'm very serious. Do not call me Butters." I'm like, "Well, stop eating my butter and I'll stop." And he's like, "Okay, only you can call me Butters." And I'm like, "His name's Mr. Butters, everyone. I put some respect on it. I put a Mr. So now everyone can call it that." And Mr. Butters looks at me like, "Haha, cute. Yes, I'm Mr. Butters." But then he gets the Worth. It's a hyphen. Because he continues to try to get the butter, even though it's in Tupperware. And during these struggles, he always knocks over my container, I don't know, of Mrs. Buttersworth. Okay. So he ends up knocking up Mrs. Buttersworth. Okay, but so I said, "Okay, you're now Mr. Buttersworth." Okay, and then it makes me think of like butter toffee, like a Werther's original. Okay, that cat is hella original. You should see this cat's tail. He's camera shy. I don't even know. He chilled out. I told you it's like a moon cycle thing. He's in here somewhere, I'm sure. But either way, he was like attacking the door. I couldn't sleep. I don't know. Falling asleep on the floor, like with his head open. Like that. But jumping on my chair, he chilled out though. Like 2-3 days of him acting nutty. And then he's like, he goes on like patrol. He like walks around. And I constantly hear him fighting things. Okay, and then literally always around 4 a.m. At least 3 times now. Like 3 times now. I'm sitting here. And what is it? And I start smelling skunk from outside, just from the window, because skunk is so powerful. Because there's a skunk that likes to come into everyone's yards back here. Okay, a little skunk. He tried to get in my house last summer. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "That's one strange looking kitty." And I was like, "He's gonna try to eat the food." I was like, "Okay, kitty can have the food." And I was like, and I looked at it as it walks by. I was like, "That's a skunk." I was like, "Oh my God." At the risk of getting sprayed, I had to close my door. He wasn't heading for the food. His trajectory was to my door in my house. So I was like, "Oh fuck that." I like literally did some type of slide in and shut. And I was like, and I picked up the window and I see him like running away. I was like, "I did it." I crack. I sniff and there's nothing. I was like, "Oh thank God." And I went back outside and chilled. But now I got Mr. Butters out there. So I end up knowing every time this skunk comes back, eventually Mr. Butters is probably going to kill this skunk. He's practicing each time. Okay? But his tail is interesting looking. I don't know what to do about it. It's healed. It's not like nothing's wrong with it. It's kind of like with a baby, with a belly button. Something like that happened with his tail from frostbite. That tail, and then it fell off randomly, like I told everyone it would. I was like, "Something's gonna fall off randomly," and I was like, "I'm so worried it's gonna be in my bed. I'm gonna walk into my room and he's gonna have took a nap, and there's gonna be a tail on my bed." He drools all over my bed to begin with. Yeah, okay, with his chin, I could clean my bed all the time. Mr. Butters is a mess. But he's looking better and better. He's looking more and more like a cat again and less like a zombie. Oh goodness. But his tail is strange because when you like look down at it, you can kind of see that it's not nubbed over like with a scar yet. So it's like still like a scab looking. It's just a tiny little speck, and that tiny little speck, my mind, is his spine. So that's creepy. I'm like, I don't know, Mr. Butters. I can't really touch your tail yet. It's creeping me out. Okay, but it looks cute. Okay, I tell him it looks cute on you though. All right. It's like a little shorter, but it looks cute. It's just missing its head. And I'm glad it fell off though. I wanted it to fall off because nature says that thing's gonna have to fall off. So I'm like, it'll happen one day, but I don't know how long. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, I can't wait till it does for him because it's messing up his cat balance. Yeah, his cat balance. So he can't really jump very well. He doesn't. His tail's off. Half of it doesn't work properly, and that's his balance beam. Right. So it's like now that the tip fell off, he's able to jump easier and do more stuff. He's back to jumping on my chair more often, but not in such a jumping way. He doesn't have to jump here to do it anymore. He used to be able to jump straight up there, then his tail issue happened. He could only make it here because his little tail was just not properly balanced right. If you tried anything higher, he'd like wobble a bit. And I'm like, oh my baby, fuck, but that tail needs to fall off. Okay, okay, baby. He needs a brush. He was dirty. He was like rolling around in some tree stuff. I don't know, tree seeds. So anything else? Are you seeing 1111? Oh, I don't think so. No, neither. Oh wow, 4 people. I was surprised when it's late. I was expecting nobody, maybe one. I think the one is me. I don't even know. I think it is. But either way, I think I'm considered as a viewer, but I might not be. I really don't know. Okay, I never bothered to look it up. So, hi, I'm back. Now, this is for why are you seeing 1111? Okay, option 1, we have the siren. Option 2, we have the shaman. And option 3, we have the self. Okay, so go ahead and pick your pile. And I'll see you there. It's going to take probably about 15 minutes per pile. Okay? Okay. Oh, this plant, I gotta rotate it. Put it towards the edge more. The goal is to have the vine grow and wrap it around here like a jungle. I'm gonna create a jungle in my window. And then eventually it'll come back down here. And it'll total jungle vibe. With my lights. Call it the tiki room. Oh, that'd be so fun. Okay, I'm coming, hold on. Okay, I have timestamps for a reason. So option 1. Wow. Okay. The siren. So why are you seeing 1111? I want to say this makes me think like it's a trick. So that makes me think it's magic. So this makes me think of a love spell because it's the siren. Okay. Love spells always make me think. Well, see, listen, people that don't attract love, like, I don't know how to explain that. Or people, I don't know, people that do magic, basically. The sirens. They do love spells mostly. That's all they care about is love, 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 love. Okay? It's like, not like in a loving way, like in a power way. They use love as a currency. So, yeah, because it's a ruby. So it's all about love. So this is making me think of a love spell. Okay. Oh, I don't have my ears in. I was letting them charge. I was trying to come prepared. Goodness. Let's see if this works. Okay, well, but it might, and my audio might be off. But I don't care. This is more comfortable for my voice. Okay. So bring love into the situation. Okay. So why are you seeing 1111? I want to say you don't have any love and you're looking for love. This person is preying on that. I want to say they're preying on a lot of people like that. Okay? This is on a grand scale. So many people will resonate with this pile in the world. Whether they'll see it, I don't know. It's a time scale. They might see it, who knows when. But they'll see it when they need it. But point is that they prey on lonely people or lonely looking people, and they put love spells on them to make them see signs that will lure them to no one. Okay? And that sorrow that you circle in generates their power as a witch. So this is someone who likes to keep you locked up in relationships and things like this. All right. What is the question? Why are you seeing 1111? Because you most likely, if at the very least, all right, how this manifests individually, to generalize it, it would be you have someone in your life that's in love with you and they see you're lonely and they are literally trying to put magic on you to have you date them. They're putting a love spell on you. Strength. And love spells, like love spell rituals, because I actually specifically know of one. Okay, you actually have to break it. But in order to break it, I was going to say, in order to cast it even, it's a lot of sex magic. So this person does sex magic. Like they actually like, I don't know, find people and pay and do a barter and do a spell. Okay, and they've done one to you, or this person does them themselves and has done one to you from them directly, or they were paid to do one with someone else. But someone has put a love spell on you and they've used a siren, a witch to do it. Okay. Strength card. I want to say her recipe sucked because it didn't work. Because I'm here to break the spell. Strength. I want to say, yeah, no, I feel like maybe you're someone who doesn't really mind being alone. All right, with bring love into the situation. This looks like the girl, the water girl from Jungle Book at the very end. All right, she's just doing her thing. She's doing her job, even. She's going in there. She's going to fetch the water. Okay, and she ends up bringing people out of the woods. So I'm gonna say, sounds like what I'm doing right now for you. But I feel like that's basically you're someone who doesn't really pay attention to this too much, but you're starting to notice it now, maybe. Okay, you pay attention to this. Okay, there are times where 1111 plays in just perfectly, but for your case right now, if you pick this pile right now in your life, maybe not next month, but right now, it's this shit. Okay, but the spell's gonna get broken. You see how the siren's like swimming away, like, oh no, you caught me. Ah. They're running away. So they're gonna do like a poof, a cloaking spell. Ah, you caught me. Yeah. So why are you seeing 1111? Because you have a hater, a jealous person, a wannabe, you know, they I don't know, they don't I don't know. But they don't want you to find love. They don't want love with you. So that makes me think that it's the person themselves that casted the spell on you. But it was not to be loved with them. It was to keep you stuck in a loop, never having love. Strength card, never even bothering, I want to say. It was to keep you quiet, never even looking. Yeah, you better be mad. Okay, that Panther card's looking at me like, you bitch. I always barge in, all right? I'm Mrs. Kool-Aid. And I come in, I'm like that cute little tropical drink that they put the strawberry daiquiris in. Okay? But this is a Kool-Aid daiquiri. Because we're in the ghetto and all we got is vodka and Kool-Aid. So we're doing this. All right? Eat shit, Panther. All right. So yeah, the siren here is a bitch. And I don't like her. But yeah, the key answers. That's what I come. I come to bring the answers. You're 1111. Don't even pay attention to it. As quick as it comes, as quick as it'll go. And if you thought it was someone, like say someone you're learning about 1111s or something like this, there's someone that knows you're doing this, and I don't know. That's why I said it's either on a grand scale and you're just being drawn in like an influence, or you're someone who's literally had someone in sidelines of your life making you not interested in dating or even making a family or a relationship or even doing anything. The strength card, I feel like celibacy for life. Like fuck that. Okay, the mountain card, that's what I said, a blockage to the Eight of Wands. Not the very most slowest passion. So it's like a slow climb to even have the passion to look. Okay, expect a powerful change. You can expect a powerful change. Okay, Dr. Nikki says that the spell has been broken. Okay, we have the fish card over there, and I'm a Pisces. So you're free. I've released you into the river. All right, the river runs through her. Why does that happen lately? That's such a who watches my video that knows of this video? Like, who are you? All right, my Eight of Pentacles twice, the key twice, faithfulness. Okay, so I feel like for those of you that are resonating with a person in your life, I want to say they've been around a very long time. Courage with strength. I feel like some of you have tested the waters. Okay, I have tested the waters. The authenticity card. See how this is like a burgundy, like a like a maroon. All right, the blues and the purples. Okay, they kind of make that if I was to blend these two cards. So I feel like with the siren. So I feel like some of you might have followed it a little. Don't worry about it. I don't care how long you followed it. I'm here to get you off of that stupid fucking soap opera called Twin Flame. Boom! Yeah, fuck a twin flame. It's not real. I've been saying it since I started my channel. That shit ain't real. All right, but it exists. So that just means we're not translating it properly, guys. That's the siren. Ah, run away. Yeah, you better hate me, bitch. But yeah, the child. I feel like this person is like, that's what I'm saying, a witch. That literally makes me think of the video Witches on Tinder. Oh my God, if you've never seen Witches on Tinder, this is such a funny video. Okay. They need blood. All right, Miriam, I need blood. Okay, so you might have met this witch on Tinder. I'm gonna say she's old. She catfished you. All right, you met her somewhere on the internet. She catfished. All right, you never met her in person. Some of you maybe. Ah, for those of you maybe, I feel like no, that's over now. I don't know. Expect a powerful change. The coffin, you're getting woke up. The keys. It's like as if, listen, this coffin's open. Oh, we got the sun card too. This coffin's open, right? But like on Snow White, they are, I don't know which one. I think it's Snow White. They have it closed, like but with glass, like a closed casket. Okay. So I came here with my key and I'm like letting you out. I'm like, yeah, here's the key. Get out. Go home. I don't know. Joy, faithfulness. Okay. I feel like, yeah, you got somewhere to be. I feel like you got other things you could do. You're this. The strength card was that. I feel like you could go do that. The blockage, I'd be like, fuck the blockage. The child card, I'd be like, yeah, hang out. I don't know, enjoy life. But I feel like now love will actually probably come in. Expect a powerful change. All right, risk. You're not going to want to take the risk. Those of you who have tried are like, I already tried. It's like, listen, resignation. With the keys. Okay, I'm turning in my resignation. I'm giving you my resignation. Here are my keys. Goodbye. I'm not doing any of this. But listen, when you set off a nuke, you need two keys. We got two keys here, and I hold one of them for fuck's sake. So I'm saying, I'm opening this damn casket. I'm opening this box, and you can go. Now, if you choose to keep sleeping there and following that, that's your business. But at least you know that someone told you. So you can fall back on that every now and then and maybe get out of that craziness. But yeah, tree of life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. So I feel like, yeah, no, I want to say you need to, I was going to say, expect the powerful change with a strength card. I feel like that's going to change. You're going to actually, I feel like, oh, wow, look, yes, this is exactly what's happening here. Okay. Pretty women, naked woman, alone, but naked and comfortable. All right. Okay. So, like, you get to take off your armor finally. You don't have to, I don't know, battle anymore at all. It's making me think of coming out of an abusive situation. You get to be free. All right. So, some of you are in that tree of life. I feel like the tree grows no matter what. You know what I mean? So, it's like you outgrow this cycle regardless. So, heed my warning now or later. Eventually, you come to the decision on your own. Okay, but we got both keys here right now. So a lot of you are gonna check out of this shit right now. Okay? I checked out of it as quick as I checked out of passion. I said, this is a fucking soap opera. I was like, I'm starting to get popcorn and think of this like, who could this be? Is this my neighbor? Who is this? It's gossip. Okay, it's a soap opera, and it never ends. So yeah, know that. All right. When people tell you make it fit, make it fit, make it fit, no, no, no. It's because they're not giving you accuracy. It should fit. All right. And if it doesn't, it's because it didn't translate it properly for your situation. It's general. So that's why, who is it? I think it's KW. They always comment which parts didn't really fully resonate and stuff. And I'm able to retranslate it specifically for them. So that's what I say. Don't, know your readers. Good. White carnation, devotion, be true and pure in thought and deed. So with the with the child card and the white carnation with devotion, I feel like that's about making a family. I feel like you should be making a family. Some of you might have accidentally made families with your one attempt. Damn, that's crazy. But it's because you're supposed to have a family. Is it supposed to be with that person? I feel like if y'all had an accidental pregnancy ever in life, it's not, that doesn't mean you stay with that person. That's silly. I mean, if it works, it works. But if it doesn't work, you do not force it. I don't even care if you thought it was going to work and you had the children after. It suffers. The children suffer every time. So no matter how good you are, no matter how hard you try, all right, the strength card. So I feel like you're meant to make a family with the right one, and the right one sometimes doesn't come very fast. Okay, sometimes they take forever to get here. Forever. Okay, so as I say, that's they prey on people that kind of haven't. They kind of like they play on a particular type of person, like people that haven't really found the love in life, or in people, or in a person, or something like this. You get what I mean? Friends. Yeah, I want to say you need to have you need devotion in a relationship. So I want to say, but you need friendship too. You can't get married and make a family and not be friends with that person. That's psychotic. All right. And if you do, then you need to hire an au pair because that means you need a mom. Because y'all ain't mommies and daddies, y'all are brothers and sisters still. It's spiritually. So you're going to behave like children with your own children and raise a child wrong. Okay? Because if y'all can't sleep in the same bed because it's an arranged marriage, that means it's just for genetics. So that means that child suffers. It wasn't created because of whatever. So I feel like no pregnancy is an accident in my mind. So that's why don't make the child suffer if you've ever had an accidental one. If it ain't working, get out of there. The quicker the better because the longer you stay, the more the roots grow. And you don't get to cut this tree down when you have the child involved. You can't just cut that tree down. I can tell you firsthand, you can't shut the door on that one, guys. You can't door slam that one. That one lingers. That one's always going to be there. So you have to, I want to say, handle it appropriately, maturely, things like this. That means get out or separate, space, whatever. Don't don't force it. That's where you apply the don't force it. In reality, not in the cards. You have to trust that the cards are 100% accurate. Now, if I'm a translator, so if I translate improperly, that's my bad. I'm a human. I got accuracy rates. I got days. So it's like some days I'm on fire. Some days, but I'm generally overall 88% plus. And I go by likes. So my data's pretty hardcore and solid, I'm going to say. But overall, yeah, I want to say, so your love, don't fear not, however long you've been alone and not looking because someone's been making you hesitant in your life or purposely making you avoid, like they're directly attacking you with magic spells to make you never have romance, like I mean your whole life. Okay, so this isn't like someone you met and started dating necessarily. So I want to say, but that's for those where it's okay, wait, there is a group that has a date. It's just a very small grouping. But either way, but they're old. They got catfish. That's what it is. They're catfishes. So you never met them. You never saw them. They had weird pictures whenever you tried to show them. I don't know. They were weird. It didn't line up like a normal person. Like it was a struggle or something. So yeah, no, they were definitely trying to do some weird magic on you. Maybe a con. I don't know. But bring love into the situation. It's time. It's finally happening. All right, risk. It's worth the risk. I want to tell y'all. All right, it's always worth the risk to check because you have the strength card. Listen, this is the. All right, I'm done. I'm going on a break. No more dating for me. All right, all it took was one date for me to realize this one. Okay, so yeah, the festival. You date one fucking time. All right, the festival. Create an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. The labyrinth. I feel like that's what this is. It's a labyrinth. It's a labyrinth of lies. Do not follow the 1111s and see them as clues from love. They are clues for something else. Boom. That's really the reality here. Like I say, it doesn't matter how I get it. It's when I get it. I got it right now. That's the whole reality. Why are you seeing 1111? For a higher purpose, not love. Love is the signs are not coming from 1111s. Not at all. Specifically that numbering, that coding. 1111 or 111, any ones, synchronicities of ones. It's tricking you to think it's love. It has nothing to do with love. Think deeper. All right. Resignation, risk. Yeah, I don't know. Encourage. Anything else? Why are you seeing 1111? If I can maybe give you hints, I guess because that powerful change is coming on a real level, not a love level. So I want to tell you, I just told you that just to break your spell. Okay, so like basically, so there's no regrets. I feel like they just kept you occupied until it was time, like a placeholder. So you were there being entertained like anyone else. Like I sat around playing video games, I watched Passions. Like you spend your time in life however you see fit at the time. So it's like, it's a distraction noodle. So you watched soap operas, and I mean, doesn't matter. You learned to write your own. I mean, there are things like this, but love is here. I don't know. So don't worry about that. It's time when it's time. Let's focus on you. All right, the festival, because it's time for something like that with you. The I can barely read it, man. Faithfulness. It's so dark over here. I need to get a better lamp. Faithfulness. I feel like you've been there. Like a lot of you are virgins. Like there's a lot of virgins out here. All right. Don't ask me how I know, but I can tell. All right. So it's like, yeah, no, I feel like a lot of solo. I didn't say you never touched, but there's a lot of solo riders here. Okay, a lot of lone wolves. Okay, I feel like it's that's gonna kind of change. There's a vision, the vision card here. All right, venom. Okay, yeah, no toxicity. No, that's what I'm saying. One of your 1111s have nothing to do with your love life, so don't follow them like that. All right, and don't like basically skip any stupid readings that connect 1111 with romance. Like I might watch an 1111 reading when I start seeing a lot of 1111s, but the minute they start talking about my romance, I'm like, okay, no, I'm not here. They start talking that twin flame shit. I'm like, no, I'm out of here. Okay, hold on. There's a problem. Okay. So the vision, I feel like that's a false vision. Is blurry. It's there, but it's blurry. When it ain't the point in life. But it's coming. It's part of life. Life isn't complete without it. That's the tree. A tree can grow, but not all tree get fruit, right? You have to pollinate the tree, and then they grow the fruits. So that's what I'm saying. You've grown your tree. Your tree is grown. You're mature, and you can have children now. You're ready to blossom and have fruit. If you're a plant, you're ready to have flowers. You know what I mean? So that's coming. But what's the point? What else is it? There is no clues to what 1111 is for you specifically. I guess you got to pick another pile because this one's done. But either way, love is worth the risk. All right. So learn to grow wherever you are planted. Okay. Yeah. Your tree, I mean, you might not live where you normally do, or you might, I don't know, but you learn to grow wherever. I feel like you're a wanderer. Okay. You wander around, 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 around. Okay. All right. I don't know what video game was that. I literally sat there listening to that. I used to sing that to my dog because that's all he did was wander around, 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 around. Okay, so yeah, but I'm gonna say yes. It's time for you to. I want to say at least get a commitment. Children, who knows? Maybe you've already had the children in previous relationships, so children might not be a part of it now, but it was a part of your life regardless. So I don't know. Either way, I feel like with this card, I feel like once you remove the blockage, which is, I want to say, it's still not telling me because if it tells me, then I'll know what the 1111 was. I'll know it right away. Okay. So I don't know. You were meant to be sleeping until now. Right? So either way, what does 1111 mean to you? I don't know, but I know what it doesn't mean, and that's love. So I want to say, go research it. Maybe yes, go look at other readings. Maybe other readings on this one, other piles, and once if they start tying it to romance, skip it. And yes, know that that reader is got romance on the brain. That reader is a siren. Okay. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed that one. All right, I get to talk about my twin flame disproof and theory. Okay, let me see. I think I'm good. Okay. Okay. So option two, the shaman. Okay, and this is for why are you seeing 1111? Okay, that makes me think of numbers, mental visions while awake. The shaman card. Okay, you might be somebody that can be triggered. Okay, substances can trigger you for sure, but 1111, I think we're trying to teach you how to not have a substance. And by substance, I'm not including weed. Weed does not count. I've done plenty of research. It doesn't count. Trust me. Okay, so basically, um, yeah, there's other substances though. Basically, natural ones. Mushrooms don't count either. This is like chemical substances, like meth, opium, even because it's like a process from the thing. It's not like an actual raw plant. So it's like there's a process to derive it. So anything that's derived, any type of medicinal like this, you know, or any opiates, things like this. Yes, I took pharmaceutical classes. That was one of my attempts at having a career. But yeah, so the vision, you have these. And I feel like you get them when you take medicinals. Right? I don't care what medicinals you take. I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you wherever you lie, it's personal. It's your business. This is general. I don't know who you are. Okay, there's anonymity to this. All right. So however you get there, I don't care. I'm not your judge. I don't give a fuck. But I'm telling you that those are the rules. I want to say make the switch. All right. It's a different. If you make the switch to all natural, then you can actually feel like you have a powerful mind. All right, you'll start to actually be able to read your visions. Okay, with expect a powerful change. I feel like if you're on any type of chemical substance, detox, and natural substances are just fine. Okay, a fairy climax approaches. Okay, so I feel like maybe you have, maybe you haven't, maybe your third eye was rushed open. Oh man, I remember when my third eye was rushed open. I was at like a circle smoking. Oh, it was terrible. I was like, I need to go. My brother had told me, I don't know. I asked him, I asked questions. I prepare myself in life for everything. I was like, I'm gonna want to smoke weed one day. I was like, my brother smokes weed. I was like, what happens when you smoke weed? He's like, tells me. I'm like, okay, that's kind of what I already thought. I was like, can anything go wrong? He says, no. And I'm like, okay, but everything goes wrong with me. And he's like, this is the worst that'll happen to you is that you start bugging out. And I said, okay. And he's like, just go eat something and go to sleep. And I was like, okay. And it like burned in my brain. So here I am. I go smoke. I'm like, wow, third eye opened. I can hear all their thoughts. I need to get the fuck out of here. He told me to eat something and take a nap. I'm out of here. I was like, goodbye, guys. I'm going home early. I went to 7-Eleven. I got the biggest plate of nachos because, yes, I had the minute I got away from everybody, I was fine. And that's what people don't get. It was an awakening. All right. And I was like, fuck, I got to get away from these people right now. So who knows what those kids were thinking about because I wasn't reading the visions. I just had the awakening. So maybe something like that's happened to you. If you've smoked weed and you've experienced this, okay, this is terrible. I didn't smoke weed for a very long time after that. Okay, I tried again with my brother because he had bought some really expensive weed and he was telling me all about it and it smelled really good. And I was like, I'll try it again. Okay, but this time I was like, this ain't working either. He's like, we shall go to the store and get beer. And I was like, okay. He's like, this will chill you out. I'm like, let's do this. So I'm like, let's go get some beer.
All right, so yeah, that didn't work. I had to go get food. Beer was like, oh God, gross. This is taking too long. Okay. And it tastes gross. I want food. Food worked better. So yeah. And then I didn't try again for like 20 years. No, how many years? Like 30. I was like 30. Who the fuck knows how many years that was? So either way, harmony. I feel like yes, if you're someone who's ever tried weed, that makes me think of telling you this, and it didn't go well, I feel like you gotta give it another shot. But you have to do it when there's harmony around you. True harmony. If you're someone who wigged out when you smoked weed, if you're that fucking okay, if you're that powerful, if your unicorn horn is that fucking ready to go, then you'll know the harmony that I'm talking about. You'll feel it. You'll know what I'm talking about. You're like you're alone and like you know nothing. It don't matter. There's no like it's no problem. So that way if you wig out, you won't necessarily have to go run to the nachos, but you'll be all right. You can probably just fall asleep there. All right. But point is that you're not going to be able to really ever smoke weed until you can have harmony around you. Okay. But once I don't know, explain that. So either way, you have visions though. Okay. So the lamb card. I want to say, what is 1111? No, it's basically your mind can read numerology because you read visions, because you have a strong third eye. So that's like kind of reading, it's like reading binary, but you don't actually read it, all right? You don't know what the fuck you're reading, but your brain does, and it's like in your subconscious, and it translates it and it puts it into a vision for you. And now, depending on how open your third eye is how clear this vision will be. Now, this vision will be a flash. Ah. That's what I'm saying. You might pick something up and drop it, like, ah, shit, I don't want to touch that. What's wrong with that? Or you get a static chart, basically, and then you think of something. That's the vision. So, anyways, what's 1111 telling you? Look into, I guess, opening up your third eye, things like this. 1111, your brain is reading it. What's it calling you to, though? That's why your brain is looking for it. That's what that means. Your brain is actually set. Your third eye has set your mind to pinpoint and notice 1111 because the 1111s are always there. It's your mind, it's your eyes, it's your brain, it's your perception that's making you notice it. It's nothing else. You know what I mean? You noticed it because your eyes chose to see it. You know what I mean? So I think it's because okay, with a fiery climax approaches with new moon eclipse and expect a powerful change, and with courage. Okay, I feel like you've had a vision, whether you're forget medicinal, right? You've had a vision, like a dream, something, okay? And basically, you worry about this vision. And what's the point? You're seeing 1111 because I think it's saying the vision's coming. It's time. Expect a powerful change. It's coming, whatever your vision was. I'm trying to tune in. I can see a few different options as to what your vision could be in case you don't remember. Like maybe you don't remember your vision. That's what I'm here for. I'm really good with the key card. All right, Nikki Kiki Kiki. All right, what does Nikki Kiki do? She gives you a key randomly. Fuck, I don't know why. I don't know, and I don't even know I do it. But this is basically an unlock in your mind. So I'm gonna somehow give you something that unlocks this vision in your mind. I'm gonna trigger you somehow, not in a bad way, but I'm gonna trigger the vision or the memory of the vision by off of something random that I say. It'll be the dumbest of things. It could even be like a sacrificial lamb. Because I literally see this and I'm like, who's the sacrificial lamb here? A clear with the moon and the sacrifices and full moon and Aries and Ra and there's a time to take action. It makes me think of throwing a lamb into a volcano. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's here. Okay, that's also making me think of climate change. Now, I'm a theorist, a string theorist, okay, conspiracy theorist, things like this. I feel like climate change is real, but how they explain it to us is not. So they're saying stuff with the climate change, like all that type of stuff you've heard, you're going to start seeing it now. So whatever visions you've had, that makes me think of apocalypse visions. Any type of end of the world visions you've had, there it is. Cue it. REM? Is it REM? I don't remember. But it's the end of the world as we know it. Okay, the thief card. and the garden card. I feel like that's a vision of yours. Who knows when you've had it? But the thief card, someone stole that memory from you. Someone blocked that memory from you. Someone maybe, I don't know, not sure. Garden, I feel like someone in your community. I don't know what they stole from you. The vision. I feel like that's part of maybe the vision. So that's what it is. If you had any vision, I was gonna say it's happening now. I feel like prepare for it. It's kind of like if you saw a vision where someone was gonna break into your home and steal your TV. I feel like set it up so that no one can break into your home and steal your TV. There, we're settled. No one can do it. Keys, maybe change your lock. Simple as that. I feel like whether you know this or not, maybe just change your lock. Maybe the cards are trying to tell you this. Okay, because 1111 brought you here. Here's that. And now this might cure your 1111 sickness. This is what I call 1111 sickness. Okay, it's just your mind trying to say, hey, something's happening. You're not paying attention to the visions or you're not getting the visions. And it's go time. Pay attention. You have an inner hum to some type of an anxiety. And they're like, pay attention to that anxiety. Do not ignore it. All right. They're like, play into it, not in a negative way, but in a defensive way to make it so that that can't even happen. Whatever that worry is, it can't happen because you fixed things. Okay. Thief card. Make me think someone's trying to break into your home. Either way, maybe someone has a set of your keys. Maybe you've moved into a new apartment and they did that thing where like you just stay there and you got the landlord's keys. Yeah, no, landlords can come up in your home when you're not home. Trust me on that one, guys. So it's like, yes, visit your locks just for your own personal safety. Sorry, okay, so a lot of you it's an X. Oh God, I get so scared when it's the X. I just get all, it's because it's creepy. Oh God, there's a bug on my desk. And I don't have any tissues. Oh God, where did it go? It's a crane fly, which is a prehistoric dinosaur mosquito. The ones that are like this big and they don't look like mosquitoes, but they're fucking mosquitoes. Those things, crane fly, I think it's called. Okay, yeah, no, that's a overgrown mosquito. Can't bullshit me. Anyway, okay, now that's making me think about stealing content. Someone has tried to steal content from you. Basically, an ex is trying to take something from you. An ex might be breaking into your home when you're not around. Faithfulness. This might even be just someone you live with, and they're just coming into the home when you're not around. I don't know. I feel like this is someone that shouldn't have your keys. So that might just be someone who comes often to your home, like a friend or a relative, someone that visits the home often. They have a set of your keys. Okay, so and there, a lot of you, it's an X, 10, 10. Ah, on the fucking, on the, on the fucking creep scale. Where are they? They're a 10 out of 10. All right, Jack of Pentacles. So it's like, I feel like, yeah, no, it's something about money. To take something from you, but it's not something pricey. It's immature because it's a Jack. Cups. It might be a bra. If this is like an X, it might be a bra. Okay. Evidence. They came in to steal evidence of something. Of panties with stains. Something like this. This is terrible. Either way, this person has your keys. This might be their plan. Maybe they have evidence in your home and they're planning on taking it. They're planning on breaking in to take that evidence. And this might be the vision that you're blocking out. I'm like describing your vision. So why are you seeing 1111? So that you could find me. Hi. And I can tell you what's about to happen. All right. Wishes come true. I feel like you felt something like this and you've wished it gone. You're like, nope, nope, 10 of 10. I've wished this gone. Wishing won't fix this. You need to actually do some work. Magician card. You need to manifest into reality security. You need to secure your home. Specifically windows, something about a window. There's a security with the window. Okay, that's making me think of ACs. A lot of people are getting ACs and putting them in their windows, right? Now here, I don't know what a lot of people do this in Canada. I've seen it a lot in the homes I've cleaned, and I've always done it because I do it in Florida. But you put like a stick to make sure the window can't open. Basically, when you put your AC there, make sure you put a stick. That way, no one can ever just open your fucking window. I feel like a lot of these people don't do that. So, with that said, I'm going to say know that your AC unit, and even if you do tack it in and you do lock up your window, someone can just push it right in. I don't care how secure. So, secure your AC unit. This is where I feel like if this is a big time burglary and they don't got your keys, or maybe you change your keys, like change your plans, they just bust in through your AC vent. Okay? They push your AC in, something like this. Wishes come true. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. So I'm gonna wish with you. This ain't gonna happen. You've secured the home, you've fixed it all up. It won't happen. You can sleep safe. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. That's Nine of Pentacles, that's being single. So sleeping alone and comfortably and not having to worry, having a new set of keys. Faithfulness. I feel like being alone, like not I don't know, if you're someone who's never, like you're alone and you sleep all alone, things like this, you never have people in your home, this is just someone that's casing your house and they plan on using like a window or an AC to unit to push it in. They're trying to break in somehow. And I feel like change your keys first and foremost because a lot of you somehow maybe, and they might know how to lock pick. So maybe also get the chain. Okay. So Lenten rose, protection, conserve what you have, save a little. So I'm gonna say you might not have a lot of money for this. This might be out of nowhere on you. You might be like, fuck, I'm panicking about it though. I'm telling you, the more you panic, it's because the more impending this event is coming. We need to fix this for you. We need to make the wish come true by making corrections in the present so it doesn't happen in the future. Because you're getting a vision from the future that you definitely want to avoid. This is your future self, and they're knocking. And they came to find me. They used 1111 and synchronicities for you to find me. So I could tell you this shit so you can protect yourself. Growth, because I feel like that's what's going to happen. They're going to end up entering, and you're going to protect yourself. And this is risky because that's terrible. Who wants to do all that? Let's just prevent it. Let's change history, guys. The festival. Create an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. As I said, they're planning on breaking in. I'm trying to make a new plan that involves them never making it there. So that way, whatever event, that's what it's making me think of, they don't ever steal nothing. They're trying to, but they never reach. They never reach it. So that means you defend your home. And I feel like the vision, you know how that ends. All right? I don't, but you do. Learn to grow wherever you are planted. I want to say you might want to move. I feel like you don't have to move. If you have the means to move, move. If you don't, I want to say not 911 move. No, just be aware. Put up some cameras for sure, noticeable ones. All right, that's the kicker there. Cameras. Put them in the yard too. Let everyone know they got them before they even fucking get to the door. Put a sign up with a smiley face. All right, do it. Growth. I feel like if you don't got a lot of money to spare, I feel like do it in time and just be on alert. Protect your home, the site. Like just be on alert. The coffin. I feel like you won't get a lot of sleep, but if you don't make these changes, then you'll never get to sleep again. So if you have the means to move, plan a move. If not, I'm gonna say correct your home. Okay, if you got an attic, listen, if you got an attic, make sure you seal it. If you're in an apartment complex, a lot of them leave them open and all the units are connected. So it's like my neighbor, if they wanted to, could just literally crawl into my house through my attic opening. So it's sealed. It's got bolts, it's got screws, it's tacked down. Okay, so it's like know that. That's a very, 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 very sneaky one that a lot of people don't know of. Okay, lamb. As I said, someone's preying on you. So, like a wolf in sheep's clothing, something like this. Growth. I feel like you might have just moved here and you don't want to move again. That's what I'm saying. If it isn't easy for you to move, I feel like you'll move. Life will move you. Okay, before anything dangerous happens. But you cannot be naive. You must take heed and secure your place to the best of your abilities. And that's all you should need. All right. But if you have actual financials and whether you feel like moving or not, you really should because someone's like planning on doing something to you there. So it's like, and I feel like that's the call here. So it's like you got time for that one. For the move, you got time. That's not why you're panicking. You're panicking because they're planning, and all you got to do is just put a kink in their plan, and then they have to recalibrate. So depending on how good this kink is how long they'll have to recalibrate. So the next time you start panicking, it's going to be because you know what I mean. You got to do the next whatever next step you have. So if you have no more steps and you're still panicking, time like a lot, and it never goes away, you're gonna have to move, find a way. I feel like then, but I feel like it'll happen organically because if you don't have the money, then somehow it'll happen for you. You'll get just, I don't know, maybe an apartment switch, something like this. Maybe you'll get an upgrade. You'll find a better apartment. Maybe someone will need you to move in with them. Who knows? The community. As I said, this has to do with the community. So this is someone in your community. That means they live close to you. I want to say like in your actual like area, like within the blocks and things like this. Like how you got this section, that section, this section. They're in your section, close nearby your section, something like this. They're not like at a distance, any distance really. Like whether it's like 30, 40 minutes, doesn't matter. They're like near, like close enough. I feel like they could literally just go by there anytime they want. So that could be literally walking by or driving by. That makes me think of a creepy song. Right by your house while you sleep. Oh God, I hate that song. Yeah, no, you might have a stalker. So that's why a lot of you that it's an ex, you have an ex that's stalking you, but they drive past your house while you sleep. Drive. They don't walk. They don't ride a bike. They don't take a bus or a train. They don't do none of that. They drive themselves past your house while you sleep. Okay. So basically, if you're in a situation where they can't drive past your house, like say you live in an apartment building, I mean, that part's not for you as it's illogical for your situation, but yet it still kind of can be because the stalker can still ride by and know which window is yours. That's your window there. As I ride by. Yeah. So, I mean, okay, I'm sorry. I make fun of people that resonate with that song because that's a fucking scary song. All right, so yeah, a lot of you have an ex that does low key stalk you, high key stalk you, and you also have someone planning to rob you, and you also have someone planning to sabotage you. I say maybe your car. I want to say make sure your tires, check your tires when before you're leaving to make sure there's nothing under them. Things like this. Community, I feel like it's easy for them to come and get you and do things to you and attack you and bother you. You know what I mean? They're near. It's no sweat for them to come by. And I mean they're like 7 minutes away, something like this. Like they ain't far. All right. And they have a car that's fast. All right. So it's like they can come anytime. So that makes me think they know your schedule. So they're gonna come when they know it's a good time for them. So depending on what they plan on doing, I feel like if you end up accidentally being there, as I say, the scythe card, I feel like this ends up a little bad. All right. So why are you seeing 1111? Because you have a at the very least, if you don't resonate with any of this is like a wild story. You're like Ned Flanders, and you don't got none of this going on. And okay, I want to say this is like your neighbor. Okay, so it resonates for someone near you because you ended up here. But you have 1111. So I mean, it'll bring you into the situation. This is like, I say, your guide to what's going to happen, whether it's about you or someone near you or someone you know. And you're going to get keys and clues and like eyebrow raisers, like, or head turners, insights that are going to make you notice. And I mean, if it's you, the majority it's you. I feel like only like 2% of you, it's not a very small percent of you. I want to say it's just entertainment. That's the easiest way to say it. But in all reality, this is actually just someone near you. So if life brings you close to someone near you, and or like, you know what I mean, you might be a passerby and you see someone. I feel like you were that passerby that was to prevent it. You know what I mean? You prevent it somehow. And I feel like a weird situation happens. Like you don't actually run over there and stop the guy. I mean, maybe depends. But courage, yeah, you have to pull out the courage card. You know what I mean? But I feel like you get onto some suspicion, like this, if you're not the person this is happening to, you get onto some suspicion that this is happening to someone around you somehow, whether they work with you, you know them, or they're your neighbor, whatever. I feel like, and just your presence can prevent it. So I feel like that'll happen naturally at some point in your life. If it hasn't already, maybe it's in the past. But that's only for the small little 2%. All right. But for the rest of you, so that's your story. All right. So why are you here? Why is 111? Why are you seeing it? Because your mind is trying to give you a vision, and I don't think you're picking up on it, or you're not reading it properly, or you don't want to believe it. So I'm here to confirm for you and also help you and trigger you and make you realize, okay, let me do these things either way. It's a good, it's a good, it's good advice either way. All right? Everything I said was just good advice for the general public. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. Lonely Stoner. Hi there. Pretty cool to be the second one in. Oh, well, there was more people earlier. They just left after pile one, maybe. I don't know. People come and go. As the listen, if it's not your pile, what's the point of listening? So a lot of people that don't want to watch it for entertainment, they go off and do something else. That's the point of the timestamp. Also for tarot readings, it's more about timing. So the live stream is more so because it proves the pudding. Okay? It's like if I had a fantastic pudding recipe that no one believes I make from scratch, I'd have to put a camera and show you how I do it, right? So you can taste my fabulous pudding. You can eat my pudding. Okay, that's why the live stream is good, and also because it's way easier. You just push. It's an iPad, so you just push one button and it auto loads. Oh, you got no idea. I mean, maybe you do. Okay, I have been feeling it. It is time to prepare for living off the land. Oh, well, I'm not. No, no, it's not one of those types of situations. Our food resources in America have been burning randomly. No, it's more like just shifting of brands. It's all about propaganda. Everything's fine. There's no panic. It's not one of those types of situations. You don't need to go get a cave and make it into a bedroom. Okay, you don't need to get 20 bags of rice from Costco. It's saying it's a spiritual thing. So it's going to be just perfect out here in 3D land, but it's going to attack you low key everywhere else. I don't know. So, yeah, no, it's not like some, I don't know. I was going to say you must be older. I was going to say, and if you're someone that reads the Bible, you might have missed the part where it says God hasn't created prophecies anymore, any prophets. He canceled that, no more. So that means anyone that claims to do prophecy for the public, okay, it's all just good guesses, okay, until there is the sign of the prophecies returning. So it's like, you'll know the sign when you see it, I guess. So I'm going to say prophets right now. I'm going to say, don't necessarily buy into all that rice, all right? Option 3 for why are you seeing 1111? The self card. I feel like this is about an inner awakening, right? With the coffin card and the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you're alone. The vision, I feel like you got a vision in mind about something, or you had a vision and that vision didn't work out, and now you're alone. Expect a powerful change. Something changed. Courage. I don't know. You had to be brave. The fish card, I feel like you had to be real, go with the flow, very carefree, loving, things like this, like learning to love things. I don't know how to explain that. Learning to find the love in things. Okay. With that, it literally looks like a shadow. So I feel like getting in touch with your shadow side, but not getting consumed by it, like being totally evil and angry, but definitely exploring it. You have to, I don't know. That's what's coming. 1111, that's your shadow self. Who is your shadow self? It's your future self. Okay? It's your subconscious playing to your conscious from the subconscious, setting your mind to look for the number 1. Different patterns. This can go for any number patterns. You can be triggered by all sorts of them. But for 11111, this is the opening. This is the first one. Okay. So, and then this is the 1 card. Okay, so basically, you have a shadow side, and I'm here to explain what the shadow side is, apparently. So, why are you seeing 1111111? Your shadow wants you to pay attention to them. This is like some Peter Pan shit where your shadow is being reckless because they're like, pay attention to me. All right. Love and blindness. So, I want to say 1111 has nothing to do with love for you, but this is an alarm call for you. When you start seeing 11, 11, 11, 11, or ones and ones specifically, all other combinations are your shadow as well. It's just your mind picking up on clues to go investigate something. I don't know. The vision. Your mind is learning how to open visions, catch visions, read the visions, see the visions. We're trying to open it up with this, like how the it's opening. Okay. So with the Venom card, I feel like your shadow side is pretty toxic. Wow. Okay, I feel you. I got a pretty toxic shadow side. Okay. The love card though. All right. The self. I feel like, yeah, no, this is a part of you. I feel like you don't, what's the word? Not ignore. You don't ignore your shadow self. But I don't know. With the love, I feel like maybe you turned your back on your shadow and walked away to go look for love. But your shadow, okay, that's the one person you can trust is your shadow self because that's you, and it's from the future. Okay, past, present, and future are all in one circle, simultaneously running. Okay, all in different, like different, three different loops, we'll say, but they all overlap on the same plane of existence. There's a veil that you don't see or know, but it's so in your future self is you're powerful. You can actually talk to your future self. Not everyone can do this, okay? But a lot of people act like they can. But basically, you can when you start having these issues. So issues, I call them issues because no one tries to train this shit until it starts fucking rearing its ugly head in your life. Visions. No one wants visions. Trust me. You don't want visions. Ugh. Because sometimes them visions aren't rated for any audience, and you just say, why? Who? Ugh. You know what I mean? It's not always fun. Right? So the shadow self is your future self. So they're coming in from the future saying, hey, 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 there's something you're doing right now that has to do with love that's causing something bad in the future, something for your future self. Basically your future self is always trying to get you where you belong because they know where you end up because it's the future. It's already ran its course because it's simultaneous. This is kind of confusing. I really hope people can understand, but if not, I'm sorry, that message isn't for you. Okay, but either way, so the future self reaches in through the portal, like almost goes through a portal and basically leaves clues for you, triggers, and I'm in. Set your mind to find the trigger. So it won't always be 11111. 11111 is just to make you see that your mind notices triggers. Okay. So now that you can see that your mind it gets a trigger, the same reality check, like the same surreal, the same surreality, is that even a word? All right. It's a very surreal feeling. There's a specific feeling when you get hit with a wave. Okay. So when you spot the 1111, that's the feeling. All right. So you're going to start to get those feelings from all sorts of things. They could even be things you touch, but mostly I want to say sight. You don't even want to maybe look at things. I don't know. But maybe you're seeing 1111 everywhere and you're thinking maybe it's leading you to love. I feel like it could. All right. Pile one was no, it was some stupid bullshit about love. All right. It was much deeper than that. So maybe you're from pile one and you're here like, listen, I was blindly led on the love version with 1111. And you're telling me it's my shadow self? Yes. Not what those witches were telling, not those witches on Tinder, not what they were talking about, but the shadow self from the future. So basically, they've set your mind to a specific amount of a specific type of triggers. Your mind is set to look for these triggers and things like this, and your future self leaves them for you. So then, as you go through life, you see these things occur, and then you connect to your future self, and they say, "Yeah, that trigger was this. This is what happened because of that trigger." And then that's the vision. So the vision is coming directly from your future self. So why are you seeing 1111? Like if that's all you're seeing, start to expect visions or something. But your future self is trying to grab your attention, your shadow side. All right. They call it your shadow side because it feels terrible to have your shadow self come over and set clues and trigger you and trick you, basically. They have to sit around and trigger you mentally so that you can pay attention to something extreme. So it's for your benefit, but it's not it's a shadow side, but not a bad side. It's just, it's in a veil. It's behind the veil. You don't see it. But because you have a powerful mind, you must be a medium. You can go through the veil. That's why you get the visions. Okay, the golden egg. I feel like, yes, you have mediumship, the golden egg. I feel like you got a lot of gifts. All right, resignation. I feel like something with work. I don't know. This is maybe your future self. All these little triggers are preventing you to get to work and things like this and risk. And I feel like, yeah, maybe you don't want to risk anything. Listen, just pay attention to these triggers and start to learn to read them. I feel like if this is your first signs and you don't know nothing about nothing, this is just a wake up call. Nothing's happening. You can calm down. The triggers were all to just wake you up to possibilities because you're ready to learn about visions and start to get the visions. I don't know. Something with that full moon eclipse, it brought in a lot for people. Okay? A lot of people got unlocks in their minds, that a transition took place in their minds, unlockings, openings. Okay, resignation. I feel like a lot of people are probably having like midlife crises at any age. They're risky. Like some of the Ned Flanders is taking risks, and the risk takers are becoming Ned Flanders. You know what I mean? Like things are changing. All right, we don't need 10 bags of rice for this change. It's not that type of change. The snow globe is shooken, so the weather is crazy. That's why I said climate change, but not like how we know. More of just signs for everyone to see. Okay, so the cross, that's about like witnessing things like this. Six of Wands, victory. So I feel like, there we go, we solved it. You're not going to get harassed by 1111 anymore. But welcome to the world of visions. You will be harassed by triggers. Okay, but I can tell you this part, 99% of your triggers are not about you. So know that. Okay, they will look like they're about you because you need to understand the story. So you have to be able to read the energies. You're an energy reader. Okay, you're multifaceted. You're like this pearl. Okay, you're very special. And you're in a clam right now, and the clam has opened. And I'm here to take that pearl and put it somewhere special. Maybe like one little pearl on a necklace or something. But maybe you like the color pearl. Okay, I had a friend named Pearl. I like that name. Okay. But the golden egg, okay, that's why I said you can do a lot of different things. You're a golden egg. So the cross, I feel like Six of Wands, victory. We've solved that. Yes, visions. They're never really about you, ever. So you have to look for hard clues that you can't shake. Like when you're thinking of something, it's like you're playing a movie in your mind. And I mean, when something really stands out as a fact, like how this 11111 was standing out for you, then no, it's because that's a key detail that is true, like a hard yes. Your mind is picking up. It's kind of like when they take the sticks and they look for the water. This is how your mind works. Okay. What it's connected to, it could be connected to your emotions. I don't know, but it could be connected to I don't know like what your connections are, but it could be connections to your emotions. Um, like your emotions, it'll play on your emotions. You'll have panic attacks, things like this, crying, or it could play on fears and you can have rage, things like this, all sorts of ways that you'll get triggered because of what you'll think of, and it's triggering, so not all of what you think of is triggering, but also not all of what you think of is about you. You're a medium. You're you know what I mean? You're speaking from the other side, but I want to say you do all sides. You do past, present, and future. So you can you can time travel. You're a time traveler. Okay, so you can go into the past. That makes me think of, uh, but you have to trigger to go to the past. So you might be someone that gets PTSD. And I feel like if you get triggered from going to the past now, it's more so because maybe your vision somehow connects to it. So, like, if you do something and you get a vision, like you see a number synchronicity and it makes you think of something, like a movie, a show, a scene, something like this, and it involves the people in your life even. This is what's terrible. You got to kind of try to just put no faces on those people, make them blank so that you can just get the story out and think about it. And then you can usually just, like, once you get the story built, it's like a key, like a cipher. You have your life and you know your life. And then you have your story. And sometimes, very rarely, it'll line up really good. So you have to try to twist it to make it fit. And if it's like real close, then I feel like that's personal. It could be personal. But I feel like if you have to twist it a lot and you can't really, and you got to rotate and you got to make it fit, then it's not about you at all. Rest assured, whatever the fuck it is, no matter how horrific, no matter how horrific the fucking vision is, it could be from a past life. So that's why if emotions trigger, it could be something that's happened to you many lives ago. Who knows? But it's resonating around you somewhere. It's not about you this time, but it's a repeat for someone near you. So as I said, there's triggers here for this. So I would feel like if you've been seeing 11111 and you've been actually having just panic attacks and things, these are triggers opening up your visions because it's your psyche, you know what I mean? It's your future self trying, you know what I mean? This is what's to come. I feel like, and some of you, like maybe we got a lot of people here that are on different spectrums. Okay, so maybe you're already opened up and you're already learning to read your visions. I feel like then this is just to help, right? 111 was just to guide you here, okay? Because you need help with something. I'm the Nikki, right? And I'm like I am the six of wands. I am victory. Okay, the lady card. Okay, Ace of Swords. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to learn to get better with victory. I feel like you have, but or you will easily. Like you'll probably catch up to this quick. You'll probably catch on to this quick. Okay. I feel like because literally 99% of the time, the vision already doesn't even feel like it matters or lines up to you. There's a hardcore no for you from the start. It's very rare when they're similar. So usually you don't even have to align it to your life. You just got to pay attention to the details and don't worry about how it makes you feel. If it makes you feel anyway and it doesn't matter in your life, don't make it fit in your life. It's from a past life. It's already done. That's why you're even triggered because you have knowledge on this subject. You've been through that some way. It could even be in the same life, but it's poking up here because it's popping up with someone around you that you love. So you love this person. Okay, you care about this person, whether you know them yet or not. It's someone you care about. You're gonna care. It could be anyone. You could be someone that loves everybody. Okay, faithfulness. So it's like, yeah, there's you know what I mean. You're a loving person. So I feel like you have to do this. This is a job of passion. Okay, you have to love what you're doing. So when you're trying to practice your mediumship, don't try to do it for love for yourself. You may other people, absolutely, because it'll help you be able to actually apply these tactics in real life. You won't actually be able to use this mediumship for yourself for love. All right, with the self, I feel like no, this is just to help other people from past experiences you've been with, or future experiences you've been with, or present ones you might be being near. But somehow you have a tie to it, so you get a vision. So, folk card, I feel like you can also have people play on your fears, which give you many visions at once, which is called a psychic jam. So, it's like a hit to your security system. So, I feel like you got a psychic jam. You got hit with a lot of different fucking crazy things. The self card, it was you, it was your future self. How far from the future? It literally could have been 10 days in the future. Always just tacking it in so that you can stay on your toes here. It could be daily even. Your future self was doing things daily, setting traps and doing things like this, timing, synchronicities, causing you to play into fears that weren't real. It was trickery from you. So trust that it was important. It was to wake you up. So if you already woke, I feel like it's because whatever it is, whatever visions you've gotten, because that means you're getting visions. If you're not getting the visions, then you're back at the step one. You're going to be getting the visions. And they come as just a wild thought. What a wild thought. What a strange thought. It's not you. Put it aside and see it as whose thought is that? Analyze the thought. It's not an intrusive thought. All right? It's someone else's fucking thought intruding in your mind. It is an intrusive thought, but not the way they try to act like intrusive thoughts are. It's someone else's thoughts intruding into yours. So I'm going to say, folk card, you have someone around you pushing this into your mind. So that's what your future self is trying to tell you. You're going to start to have people come and attack your psyche. Love, I feel like if you ever try to date, people attack your psyche. People get jealous. things like this. So you're going to get a lot of this type of jamming when you try to date. So you might get triggers and things like this. It's going to be your future self just trying to get you to pay attention. I don't know. They're trying to let you know maybe that your date is a foe, or you have a foe around you, or you know what I mean. They're trying to give you clues about who you're dating. If if triggers heighten up when you start to bring love in, like make a love life for yourself. If you're someone who doesn't have one already, then yeah. But if you actually keep having the triggers and you are in a relationship, I want to say it's your future self telling you, like, you know what I mean? The triggers will get more and more and more intense. The closer and closer and closer it comes to where that love becomes hate. So I feel like you're in a bad relationship if you're dating anyone, and your future self is here to tell you to go away sooner, better than later. Something about your golden egg, because you're a medium, because you're special. They want you. Okay? Listen, lady. I feel like that's me right now. Right? I'm the cleanup lady. I'm here to clean this shit up. Okay, so I feel like Ace of Swords. I feel like, listen to what I'm saying. Optimism. So I feel like you're very optimistic, and maybe that you don't like this stuff. I feel like nobody likes it. That's what I keep trying to tell you. Anyone that enjoys visions that aren't enjoyable, like it wasn't a fun one, anyone no one likes it. All right. That's why you see there are some YouTubers on there. You can actually see them dealing with their vision while they're talking about it. They're giving you a vision. How good they translate it, that's why I said that's the reader. But the vision's real for that reader. That reader is a psychic. You see what I'm saying? The reader is a medium. Because you can clearly see them read and think. And most mediums don't even need cards. I like the cards because this is a show after all. This is entertainment plus information. It's like a documentary. It's informative, useful, and true. But I give you cards to look at and stuff. Because I don't need the cards for me, but I need the cards to show you. This is the point. So when people don't use cards, they're trusting in their psyche a lot. They're going in blind technically, but their story won't have as much accuracy because everyone's stories will need editing. So that's the interpretation here. I like the cards to help refine the interpretation. It helps with the interpretations. The cards, like I always say, they're helpers. They're tools, but you don't need them. No one needs them. Not a real psychic. Okay, but for accuracy, you include them. Okay, but stones, rocks, candles, and chants, no, that's all magic to the mind. When you smell some burnt wood, it smells delicious. I like it. Okay, but it puts your mind in a state that triggers you to be able to read. That wood ain't special. It's your mind. And that would just help you trigger. That's why some people don't like this one, but they like that one. I like this smell, but aromatherapy is a thing, people. And it's not witchcraft, it's minds, it's chemicals. All right. So it's like all that stuff is people thinking they're doing magic, but they're really just stimulating the mind. They might as well go smoke a joint. I don't know. I mean, it's like the placebo effect. It helps give them power, even though it does nothing really. Some of it, like lighting a candle, people feel like it gives them power, and it does. But it's because your mind is now generating it because you think this fire does that. So, however harder you believe in that, is how more stronger your mind will actually placebo that. But then the minute that fire is gone, so is the magic. So I feel like your goal, if you're someone who gets visions a lot, say you're good at this shit, and like you try to be like, listen, this girl don't know nothing. I'm the best visionist ever. I'm calling you out. I'm like, go dry. I want to say it, but with the cards. Let me see your magic. Okay? I don't do magic. I say that all the damn time. This bitch don't do magic. I am magic. I'm a generator of magic. My magic comes from my hands, my palms. Okay? I got the prophet palms. So, yeah, I am special. And it proves in my hands. Anyone that looks into visions and that has already been studying it for however long and they consider themselves like professional, okay, then you've looked into palmistry, I'm sure. So you know what the Simeon line is, and you know what the devil is. So you know what I am. And now, if you didn't, and say you're not that advanced, go to step one. We're teaching you how to read visions. I'm here. Hi, I'm Nikki. 101 brought me here to help teach you. So sit down and optimism. Look up and look brightly. Yes, senpai's here. Ho, ho. Okay, achievement. win the award, accolade, or contract. Okay, so that's with the victory card. All right, that's with the Nikki card. All right, Game Genie. I'm giving you a cheat sheet. Basically, I'm trying to help teach you how to do visions. This is how you do them the right way without faking your mind out. So I'm going to say we're here to strengthen your mind. So also, when you start dating, if people start doing trickery on you and it's not your future self, you'll know by the way, by what the trickery actually leads up to. I don't know, by having it, I don't know, by how, I don't know. Basically, if you can tell it ain't you, it'll have your signature. If you don't know what a signature is, then I feel like that's with time where you're at the beginning still. So once you have a signature for your visions, you'll be able to read better for your shadow self. So that way, when you see it, you'll know it came from you. Because eventually, a lot of people are going to be trying to jam you all the time. And with romance, if you're dating anyone, no matter when you're dating, you're going to be getting jammed by this. All right. So your future self is always going to be looking out for you, but a lot of people are still going to be sitting there tricking around you energetically. And I don't want you to always think the trickery is your future self. It's not. But for now, this time, yes, it was for sure. Okay. Go to pile one and watch the 111s about how the trickery there is for 11111. So that way, if you find it later, you can, you know what I mean? You'll know that that's another form of shadow trickery that didn't come from you. It came from a witch, a real witch who uses like candles and like, you know what I mean? Those things. Patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. So I feel like, yeah, no, there's no rush on this. This happens at its own pace. Okay, you can practice it, but only when you get hit with a vision. You can't force the visions. All right. So if you're someone who likes to go into a trance, it's making me think of like an opium den. Okay, like maybe literally, but if not, like maybe you pop pills. If you do, I was gonna say the goal here is to detox you because that sucks. We're gonna have to get you off that shit, and because that's cheating too. Yeah, you gotta be. I said all naturals or nothing, and I mean like get out, go big or go home, and I mean you ain't the queen of love, romance, nothing. If you need a gem in your hand at all times, giving you the mental strength that you lack, the confidence that you don't, need confidence. So it's like you're gonna build confidence over time. You're gonna be constantly battling psychic attack, or you turn all this off and your shadow self will, I feel like your shadow self won't let you. I feel like you're not a medium that can just go back to reality. Once you've been woke, you're stuck. Right? Patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. I feel like if you want to practice visions, the best way to force a vision is to actually stimulate your mind with cards. Okay, start practicing tarot cards, but I want to say oracle cards. You're going to be better with oracle cards. Tarot cards are great. And if you get like certain types of pictures and things like this, like basically skip the basic deck, whoever you are. I don't care if this is your first vision or first trigger. Trust me, skip the basics with that. Read the book if you need to. Get a general feel if you've never have, just so you know what things are. But I feel like your past life, so you know all this. This is why your future self is like, look, man, this is your past life too. Tap into your past life to correct the future, but do it now, the present. So I'm going to say do some studying, do some things like this. Tarot cards and oracle cards will stimulate your mind, but you have to set it like I do. You have to do like I do, or your own swag of it. But you have to set your mind somehow. I use a topic, and then I analyze from that perspective, and I make a story from these cards. Okay. Sometimes these stories really line up close to me. Sometimes they really line up close to people that I actually know. So that's a great way to force the vision. But a lot of times I get the vision and then I come down and then, oh gosh, I lay the cards down and what do you know? There's the vision that came through. But the cards need to be there for you because for me, I don't need the cards. I read the vision. I read the direct vision and I think, and this is personal work. I need to talk to someone. This is someone in my life. When it comes out of my cards, no, this was public. A lot of people are going through it. Someone in my life is going through it, and it'll find whoever it's supposed to in time. That's how my magic works. That generates from my own mind. I don't fucking know. I was born this way. What can I tell you? But I'm here to help you elevate. Okay? So I don't know. You can't elevate if you can't realize you need to be taught. So if you're using things to do your readings, in your mediumship, if you're at the beginning, avoid it. If you're at the end and this is making you think you're a pro, you're not. Okay. But fear not, you're still gifted. You were just amplifying it. Now we're trying to take you off those amplifications and teach your mind how to just do it on its own. Get your mind to amp up on its own. Okay? Sure, you can use sense and things like this, but anything you use, it's kind of like a cheat. All right? But I'm an all natural person. I feel like if it comes from the ground, it's nature inspired. So aromatherapy, things like this, if it triggers you, it triggers you. It's natural. It came from earth. It's fine. But like I said, derived and chemically treated things, medicinals that are like pharmaceuticals like this, no, it's not good. Okay, it'll even fog your visions. It'll fuck your visions up because it inserts that as a third party into your mentality. It embeds in your system like a fucking leech because you have to detox off of it. And this is your mind chemistry, your mind balance. It plants itself in there like a fucking, like another person. And it injects itself into your readings. So your readings will never be as accurate as they could be. So mental power is the best way to have the best accuracy. All right. Patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. Yes, give it time. It'll come in. Achievement. You're going to be a fantastic reader. You might already be one. I'm not discrediting you. All right? I don't even know where you're at. I don't even know who you are. And I don't even know how many people are going to watch this. I'm just reading what the fuck these cards are making me think. So don't take no offense if I offended you. I feel like people get offended too easily. It's like, listen, these are cards. I don't know you. Remember that. Don't be crazy. I don't know you. All right. And if I do know you, you're not telling me who you are, how I know you. So that means it's the same concept. I don't know who you are. All right. So it's like, I don't know, but I'm your senpai. That's all I know. Because here you are. Okay. I've been expecting you. Okay. Let's blow out the candles and let's do this. All right. Let's break it down. We're playing Tetris. Yes. I pull up on your block. We break it down. We're playing Tetris. Okay. So yeah, no, it always makes me think about pulling up on my bike with my Game Boy and be like, let's go. All right. I like that song. All right. But yeah, I was gonna say to end this, I think that's about it. We have the faithfulness. I feel like this is you have to commit yourself to this, and maybe you already have. Risk, I feel like, yeah, it feels risky, but it's not. It's all mental. So I want to say that's about willpower. Something about your willpower. You need to boost your willpower. Basically, anything shielding you that you drink, eat, anything like this. I don't know. Teas are good. That's natural. You know what I mean? But it's only while it's digesting. Once you pee it out or whatever, you digest it, then whatever boost it was giving you, it's gone. It's like video games, literally. It's the same concepts. Durations and digestions. But Eight of Pentacles, okay, I want to say working faithfully. I feel like, yeah, no, you're going to end up with a job with this. All right? But it's going to be a nice, steady one. I feel like you might settle in love. See, listen, to read oracle reading like this, if I can tell you, medium to medium, it's like doctors. It's like when you go to medical school or something, you got to like pick a specialty. I want to say you would specialize with love. So that might be your birth chart. Maybe you love love. Okay. Okay. You like to talk about it. You like to imagine it. It's like if you're really good at fantasizing about love, not sex, but love. You know what I mean? Connections. Like you're good with people and connecting. That might not necessarily mean you have connections going on. Right? This person's alone. So those who can't do teach. This is what it's called. That's what retirement is. So maybe you've had love in your life and now you don't. Now you're retired. I feel like love is your angle specifically. The majority of y'all. It's here. It's the biggest card. It's the one. So maybe you didn't know what kind of angle you wanted to work this talent on. And you still want to practice with your tools. It doesn't matter. Maybe you don't believe me about the tools. It doesn't matter. Logic says it all. That means you're bad at math. Right? If you're a bad mathematician, I feel like then you need to practice. You're probably fantastic at math. That's why I said there's some type of humblingness that needs to take place in you, some type of egoism for not a lot of you. Okay, but love is your angle. You should talk about love. Now, if you're someone who is already working the skill, you already are breaking it down and playing Tetris down the street, making your change. And I mean, you're already working your cards. I want to say, and you've been doing love. My cards are what to switch it up. No more love. Me, I do requests because it keeps everything general to whatever my audience is wanting at the time. But when they're not around, I go with, whatever the public likes at the time, whatever people are looking for. So I'm a general doctor of oracleism or visions, whatever, generalize. But I feel like you can specialize. And I feel like you would do best specializing. So you would do best with love. If you're already doing love, then I want to say do something else too. So do more than just love. Incorporate more under your belt than just talking about love. Figure out other topics. Browse. Use your own, I want to say, use your own opinion on what interests you to use. What sparked like interest in you? Browse other people's videos. I do this sometimes, but I don't got any. No one ever really gives me any. Everyone does the same readings, so those are usually my fallbacks because I usually always have. Oh, and I guess the reading's over either way. Patience. Yeah, I talk a lot. You're gonna have patience if I'm your guide. Okay, you're gonna have to up your patience game if you wanna be my student. Okay, I talk a lot. All right, but that's because I know the importance of all the in between. So I allow it. But basically, I don't remember what I was saying. I also know the importance of a dropped call. So let it be. Patience. I feel like, yeah, you have to have inner patience. Don't have frustrations. Let it be. There is a go with the flow process. Okay. What else is there to say? Yes, no matter who you are, you specialize with love, and you definitely can do more. I feel like that means you're more younger. I feel like your age matters. So know that Crohn's are a thing. Age is a thing. So if you're young, you're not going to really do that great talking about love. You might do good at talking about careers and dating. You know what I mean? Something that fits your age group. If you're older, you might do good talking about marriages. You know what I mean? Marriage issues. And I mean, you got to see it as it's therapy for people. It's not literally, it's advice. You're advising. You're an advisor. And I feel like you've been woken up to this at some point in your life, and I'm here to let you know that that's what you are. You advise people easily, and you get vision. That's what your visions are for, and you're made to share those visions to people. But I feel like your angle is not it's lackluster, and you're not really paying attention to this talent. Like you're not in a good department. Maybe you do read about love, and then you're bored. You're like, I don't want to read about love because you don't even believe in love. But you read the cards, so you know it exists because this is really the cards. It just, and I mean, so as I said, you might be bored. So take on something else. Prosperity lies ahead. I feel like this is your career, whether you actually see it as a job or not. If you don't see it as a job, if you see it as like a hobby and a pastime, you know what I mean? If you see it as Tetris and it's fun, I was gonna say then basically then yeah, no, you're gonna get a lot of abundance from this. This is your path. This is where you go. This is your path. And a lot of you took this path and you have gotten your abundance. And I'm here to tell you, let's do it better. Let's amp you up. Let's make you even better. Let's make you better. Fuck. All right? Let's make you supreme overlord visionary. Okay? I don't know what your title is. Okay, but either way, you're a medium, and if you didn't know it, now you do. And I gave you lots of insight, and you can go off from there. And also, I take requests. So if you ever have any requests that have to do with mediumship, I guess so anything that helps you on your paths, you know what I mean? Write it down. I don't care. I know I had some other people. They gave me a bunch of requests just so that because it was like a title they were gonna do. They like did their reading and compared it to mine. I didn't quite understand the concept because I didn't really get anything other than that. But I thought that was pretty cool. So maybe you can practice like that too. Okay? It's like when you go to math class and they give you math problems to solve to practice your algorithms. That's what it is. You need to work on your mental algorithms. The more you work it, the more algorithms you'll build. It's just that simple. It's all math. It's mental math, energy math, math. All right? I'm the world's best mathematician. All right? But I don't like numbers. So that means I don't do math. But I do math. All right? Logic. So you're very logical. So I'm going to say apply logic to your visions. This is your accuracy key. And then the quicker you can apply your logic, the faster your brain works, the quicker you can decipher your visions. So either way, you got visions, you're going to be getting visions. I want to say you might actually have been getting them a lot as the form of dreams. So if this isn't new to anyone. They've been having stuff like this their whole life, whoever you are. This won't be new. It'll just be like more amped up than it used to be. Like, I don't know, noticeably new, but it's not new. You'll be able to think back on times when this was like, the more you practice and learn your mediumship gifts, the more you'll be able to look back and see what when it was happening, when you know what I mean, like when you got a vision and you're like, oh, that was a vision. And I mean, and it's gonna help you also learn how to read them better, right? It's a fallback. But either way, you're gonna want to sleep a lot. It's mentally draining. Caffeine is fantastic for this. Also, that's something. Caffeine is good for will. Black coffee, the coffee itself, is really, really good for people that like coffee. Okay, but caffeine it helps keep your mind strong and blocking out others while you do your stuff. Okay, that way no one can try to inject themselves, into your reading. It kind of forces like a COVID wall. No energies can enter, but y'all can come and you're the boss. You talk to them. Okay, energies, not your guides. Your guides are on your side. Okay, so. And your guide, one of your guides specifically, if you didn't know you had a guide, it's your fucking self. All right. So that's why I'm saying you're something special. All right. No matter how old you are, no matter how long you've been doing it, you're special. You know it. You've known you're special. Golden egg. The world maybe treated you special, maybe not. The shadow. All right. But overall, I feel like you're gonna practice your visions in your own time. All right. You might not want to do it now. You might not even believe it, or maybe it excites you. But overall, I feel like yeah, that's really cool for you. I don't know where you are, but regardless, you have to find the fun in it. It is fun. It's a gift. So you just gotta, gratitude, whatever. The festival celebrates. I don't know. Either way, resignation. I feel like don't quit your job. You know what I mean? Do your job. Know that. Uh, um, that will help you with your visions. The more you put yourself out there with other people, like a job, just any type of job, you can work anywhere, cleaning houses, even McDonald's, even anywhere where you go and you're encountering other minds, other people, right? That's how you'll start getting more visions because you're to read for others, not yourself. This is the gift. That's why you can't really use it for yourself too much for like abundance and things like this. It's kind of for others. It was given to you this good to use for others. So the more correct you get with using it, the more abundant it'll be for others. It's a gift. It's not for you to give. I mean, it's a gift given to you to share with everyone else. So you have to share it. So when you ignore it, your shadow self will rear their ugly head in your life and start tricking you and triggering you. You'll know your signatures. You'll know your energy. You'll be like, that's something I would do. That's so stupid. Okay, so why are you seeing 1111? I feel like because you're a visionary, right? You're an oracle. Things like this. You're a medium. You're a psychic. You're a lot of things. A lot of you are all different things. Some of you are all of it. All right. But either way, I hope you enjoyed. This was a fun reading, and it lasted a while. But either way, I mean, it's talking about what was it? It's talking about 1111. That's all about paths and stuff. It's like spiritual journey stuff. But either way, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great night. Bye.